Thank you all so much for clicking on my video and welcome to my channel, Lovely Moments Creating. My name is Jenny, and in today's video I am going to be sharing with you some very quick and easy high-end looking DIYs using Dollar Tree wood items. Jumping into the first DIY, I absolutely love that they put out these wood pieces here. They look so high-end, and they do have the jute hanger, and I'm going to be using just the larger ring out of this 2-pack of bamboo rings. So what I'm going to do first is just pull off this jute cord. Now it is attached with staples, so what I'm trying to do is just pull out the staples, and there is 2 small staples on each side, and then I am going to remove the tag. These DIYs are really simple, but they give you a nice high-end look, and I love the natural color theme to these DIYs in today's video. So now, as you can see, I'm going to take that large ring and I am just going to attach that just like that to that round piece. I am going to be using some wood glue and hot glue to attach it. Now this wood glue that I'm using, I did get that from the Dollar Tree as well, and it works really good. So I'm just attaching a small amount of the wood glue and the hot glue, because that's just enough to attach this. And then what I'm going to do is embellish this using some florals and greenery picks that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Now the Dollar Tree has been putting out some really nice picks since they have increased to $1.25. So I'm just showing you the picks that I'm going to be using. What I'm going to do first is cut down the greenery stems and then pull off my buds so that I can attach them by using some hot glue. So I hope everyone had a fantastic week. We have made it to Friday. Yoo-hoo! I am super excited. We have some things going on this weekend. Actually, today my son is going to like a pre-prom banquet dinner, so I'm excited to see him get dressed and go hang out with his friends. And then my sister has finished her last round of treatments, and she will be leaving the hospital tomorrow. And then Sunday is the pastor's birthday, so we have a celebration. So I have a nice weekend coming up, and I also want to say thank you to everyone who have sent out prayers for my sister. God is good. I am grateful, and yeah, I'm just in a really good mood this weekend. So back to the video. As you can see, what I'm doing is taking some hot glue and just alternating sides, attaching the different greeneries and the different florals. With this, I'm just making sure that I layer everything and just, going back and forth, just trying to create a nice bouquet. So I'm attaching all of my other florals and greeneries first, and then once I get those attached, I'm going to go in with those buds and just layer them right on top. I really think the round piece at the bottom elevates this and give it a nice high-end look. This will be a great centerpiece for a Mother's Day brunch or dinner or breakfast. And if you are having an event and you had to create a centerpiece for multiple tables, for like even a wedding or like a shower or a Mother's Day brunch, these will be really cute as the centerpiece for the tables. I love the simplicity of it. It looks really nice. You can use all different color florals, and I love how it turned out. This next DIY idea is so cute. I'm going to be using one of these wood elephants out of the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be using one of those round wood slices out of that pack from the Dollar Tree as well. The first thing I'm going to do is cut this tag off, and then I am going to be using some antique wax to paint this. I originally was going to go in with a gray color, but I thought I'm going to just use this antique wax because it'll match the decor in my home. So I'm just going to be brushing on the paint. I usually use a sponge when I'm using the antique wax, but I wanted to use the brush for this so I can get those natural wood strokes. And so what I'm doing is just brushing on the paint And then I'm just going to take some dry paper towel to try to dry off any excess. And I am going to be painting the front and the back of this. Now, this is a very simple DIY, but this is probably in my favorites because I really like how it turned out. So once that is finished, I am going to take the larger round wood slice out of this pack, and I will be using some wood glue and some hot glue to attach it just like this. So I'm just going to add some wood glue and hot glue to the legs of this, and I'll just be using a small amount of the wood glue so too much won't seep out, and if any seep out, I'll just wipe off any excess. This DIY here can be created with some other wood items, other wood animals that the Dollar Tree have. I did pick up, I believe it's a giraffe, and I'm going to use that for a future DIY. But for this one, I just wanted to go in with the elephants, and I do love elephants. So now I'm going to take this basket here, and I picked this up from the Dollar Tree as well. These are recently new to the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be attaching it to the top of the elephant. But what I'm going to do is take my scissors to cut a little slit in this basket, because I'm only going to be using hot glue to attach it. But to keep this nice and secure, if you just cut a little slit in the basket before you add your hot glue, as you can see, you can just add the hot glue to the very top, and then you can just attach the basket and push it down, and it'll give it a nice secure hold. As you can see, I'm just going to push it to the top of the elephant, come out just like that, and that's what's going to keep this basket nice and steady. And then I am going to attach, I'm going to add some more hot glue to attach it, and then I am going to add a little bit of hot glue in the front where the basket is leaning close to the head of the elephant, just for a little bit more extra security. Now you can add anything in this basket, but I'm going to be using some of these Dollar Tree greenery pieces that I used in the previous DIY, and I'm just clipping them off the stem. That basket is nice and secure, so you can add something a little bit more heavier to this, but I'm probably only going to be styling greenery in this basket, and I do love how this turned out. It is so adorable. So I'm going to make another high-end wood DIY using Dollar Tree items, and I have this trio of signs on this jute cord, and I'm going to be using 2 of these. I was super excited when the Dollar Tree put these out. I love this natural color. You can always paint them. I'm going to be removing the staples so I can just remove the jute cord, and then if it's any damage, I'll just sand it down. But if you can just get the staple out pretty easy, then you can just remove the jute cord. And then once I have all of my pieces, I'm not going to paint this because I like that muted natural look. So what I'm doing is just having 3 facing one way, and I'm going to end up having 3 facing the other way once I add all of my pieces. This is very, very simple, but it does have a high-end look to it once it's complete. I'm going to be using hot glue and wood glue to attach them. So as you can see, this one is going the opposite directions of the shiplap. So as you can see, I'm just finding different placements to attach these. This is where your creativity comes in, that you could arrange these anyway and it's still going to come out really nice as some wall art, and you will see what I mean when I finish attaching my pieces. This will also be really nice if you did it on a larger scale, like used more of these signs, which is something I probably would do later with the lighter signs, because I really like how this turned out, but it's perfect for the space that I'm going to be using it for. But I really do like this one. It has a really, really nice high-end look. So as you can see, I'm just adding attaching my signs and just being creative, trying to find placement, I just made sure that I switch them around so they can be going in different directions. So I'm going to add this one, and then I'm just going to figure out where I'm going to place the last one. Now, you can flip this over after you add all of your pieces, and you can add a hook to this. You can add some jute cord to hang it. This piece is really light, and so it doesn't have much weight to it. So what I end up doing was using one command strip because it's really light, and I wanted to get that like flush look up against the wall. So what I did was, once I turned it over, I went and got one of my command strips, and I just placed it right in the center. I don't have to worry about any damage to the wall or this falling down because it's very light, and this command strip will hold it up. So once I get that placed in the center, I am going to hang this up, and I do love how this turned out. And like I said earlier, this would look really nice if you did it on a larger scale, but I love it the way it is. For the next DIY, I picked up these wood pieces out of the Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using 2 of the house-shaped ones, and I'm going to be using 3 of the rectangular shaped ones. I love these, and I was glad the Dollar Tree put those out. I removed all the tags, and now I'm just going to attach my pieces. I'm also going to be using another plank from the Dollar Tree, but first I'm going to attach one of the rectangular pieces to one of the house pieces. And as you can see, I am using wood glue and hot glue because I want to make sure this is really sturdy. So I am going in a box form, so I'm going to add another one of the rectangular pieces to the other side, and then I'll add the house piece on the other end. Now you can use that third rectangular piece to create the bottom for this, and you'll have a nice, really high-end looking sturdy box that you can style in your kitchen. But I'm going to be using that third piece as an insert, and you will see what I mean. So after I add this last house piece, now the Dollar Tree does have that 6-pack of planks, and I am going to be using one of those for the bottom. Now with those planks, it's not the same width, but it's perfect as an insert. Like I said, you can use one of those, but I'm going to be using one of these wood planks. Now I will use that one if you wanted your entire bottom closed down, but as you can see, once you insert this in there, it fits nice and snug and it's perfect. And you can just add some little extra hot glue for security, which I will be doing that. But I'm going to show you the bottom to show you like the sides has those gaps, but that's okay with me because of what I'm going to be using it for. But you can always use one of those other wood pieces, but those wood planks are perfect. And as you can see, I'm just adding some hot glue for extra security, but it is inside there nice and snug. Now what I'm going to be doing is taking that other piece and using it as an insert that I can remove or push over to adjust the size. And I do not have to use any hot glue because this is nice and snug as well. You can remove it. You can push it over to create a smaller space. I absolutely love this. Now you can leave this like this, but I'm going to be using some of these razor thin wood floors from the Dollar Tree to embellish this, just to elevate it a little bit more and give it some character. So I'm going to be adding 3 on each side, and so I'm just going to be using some hot glue to attach them. And this is nice and sturdy, and it has a nice high-end look. Once again, you can paint this to accommodate your color scheme, but I love that muted natural look. Or you could just distress it, because I do like distressing sometimes, but for the most part I just like that really rustic muted look. And so as you can see, I'm going to add my last floral, and that is going to be it. And I'm going to be using this to hold the remote control and some of my books, and I just tossed some floral in there, and I absolutely love this. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video just as much as I did. If so, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel, because I would love to have you here. As always, in the comment section below, let me know which one of these DIYs were your favorite. And until next time, my sweet friends, stay safe so that I can see you in the next video.